I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
What the hell's going on out here?
Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. We're the podcast from the web series The Two Dicks. I'm Al Ducharme, and this right here, poking me, is Al Romas, and this is our first time doing our podcast 169 in person because of the pandemic. We started this online, doing it through Zoom, and here we are in Tampa, Florida, at the Hampton Inn where I'm staying overnight before I join a cruise ship. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing great. We were talking about it. It was over 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. You were going to be coming to Tampa. Mm-hmm. We were going to work together. And then Uncle COVID came in, and I don't know why I did air quotes for Uncle COVID.
That's okay.
But Uncle COVID came in, and that was that. We started the pod, and we haven't seen each other in 2 years or more, a little over.
Yeah, because I was supposed to be here in December of 2019, and we had to cancel that.
Unbelievable.
Was it 2019? Or March?
No, March of
2020.
2020.
Okay, so I think it was. We saw each other in the fall of 2019. Was the last time.
Yes. And you got in last night, and I picked you up. My niece was here. Olivia was with me.
She was. She's smarter than a whole bunch of us.
And we picked you up, and we went straight. Well, we didn't go straight to Davidoff. We wanted to go to Davidoff. But see, Al Ducharme, who flies first class. First class. The only man who flies first class gets off the plane. I'm starving.
Well, here's the deal. First of all, I have status, and they extended it. Otherwise, I wouldn't because of the pandemic,
right.
Uncle COVID. So it carried over, and there were about 8 seats in first class that were empty. Nobody bought,
right?
Because they were $2,500.
Yeah.
So by seniority, you get moved up. So I was one of the first ones.
I understand how first class works.
I know. I'm explaining to the people that don't travel all that much. I don't want them. You're making it sound like I'm Mr. Richie Rich.
No, I'm not. I'm just. My thing was more. Usually, first class, you have a nice meal.
True.
That was my.
That's where we're getting. That's where we're going with this.
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
I don't really need the explanation of how you get to be in first class.
The flight attendant said the choices were a salad or a beef burrito.
So, a salad for dinner?
Yeah, like a chef's salad. Yeah, chef's salad, meats, proteins, and whatnot.
I go burrito.
So one guy said, he goes, "What would you recommend?" She goes, "I'd recommend waiting till you get to your destination." And she killed. She had about 6 zingers throughout the 4-hour trip, and she was very fun. She was a headliner, clearly.
Yeah.
But mine was served cold, and it wasn't even a burrito. It was like the burrito innards with no tortilla. And I said, "Oh, this wasn't heated up." She goes, "We're not heating anything up on this flight." And
what
she
do you
walked
mean,
away.
no tortilla?
She was hysterical.
No tortilla. So just a pile of meat?
Yeah, it was like corn and sliced cold meat. It wasn't good.
That's weird.
It had flavor, but I just wasn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't get I was expecting a hot plate.
Yeah.
So I had a couple glasses of wine, took a nap, and then I showed up hungry.
Yeah.
And where'd you take me? Where'd you take me to wine me and dine me?
The king. The king. Well, I had my niece. We had already eaten. I'll get to that story in a minute.
This is how awkward it is.
We'd already eaten.
So. He picks me up in he bought this like a chick magnet car.
Oh yeah.
He picks me up in his white. What is it? A Buick?
Buick Regal.
A Buick Regal, but it's tricked out. I think their campaign was, "That's a Buick." It really does. I looked at it. I'm like, "What kind of car is this?"
Right.
I didn't think it was a Buick.
It's not your dad's Buick Regal. I think that
yeah,
was
but it's the hipster one.
Oh yeah.
It's all tricked out. So anyways, he picks me up.
Tricks.
His niece gets out of the shotgun seat and goes into the back seat. I'm like, "No, Olivia, don't do that." She's like, "No, you two old guys sit up there." And,
right. It's better for your back.
Yeah, it's better for your back. The captain cheers.
Yeah.
And then they had already eaten dinner, and they said, "Well, I'll take it to the king." I said, "Perfect, let's just do it," because we didn't have a lot of time. And I had a chiking.
A chiking. Yeah, it was he was going to order a chicken sandwich. And I went, "No, give me the chiking." And I don't know what the chiking is, but it fucked up my smell of the car. It smells like
It permeated his Buick, and
murder of a chicken in there.
He's gonna have to wait a couple of weeks before he starts cruising for chicks again.
There's no chicks. There's no chicks.
Chiking.
Why is that? Why
That's
am
a
I not
chiking.
cruising for chicks? Why am I not?
Oh, I forgot.
Why
You
am I-
have a girlfriend. He has a girlfriend.
There we go. In person. Boom.
That's
Yeah.
Kelly, Miss Kelly.
Miss Kelly, yes. speaking of which, well, not really, but sort of. Yesterday, the dinner aspect. Kelly was gonna be. Kelly was over at my house. We were watching Ozark. I don't know if you've caught up at all.
No, I haven't caught up yet.
Watching one of
No
the
spoilers.
No, we were on episode 4, and Olivia was there, and I said, I'll order a pizza. I'll order a pizza, be easy. Then she'll leave, and we'll go pick up Alfredo. And so I went on the website for a new or seemingly new pizza place, and technology's great, but they've wrecked. Remember the old days? You just call for a pizza.
Remember the old days? You just drove a Buick Regal.
The guy, yes, you drove
those
with
days?
your family and you smoked a cigarette with the windows up.
Yes,
But,
the old days. You just call up.
But you call and you get a pizza delivered.
Right.
Well, I see the thing. The website says pizza, blah, blah. So I hit delivery. And then Kelly's going to be there at time. And I go 6 p.m. And I pay. Oh, perfect.
Boom, boom, boom.
All done. 6 p.m. comes.
No pizza.
6:15.
Where the hell's my pizza?
Where's my pizza? So I call the pizza place. They go, it's here. It's done. The driver from Grubhub hasn't picked it up yet. They don't have their own drivers. They're farming it out to Grubhub.
Right.
And my apartment is only 5 minutes from the pizza place. So some guy driving around for Grubhub saw a $3 delivery and said, well, fuck that.
I'm going to get the $12 delivery.
Right. And my pizza just sat there. So I called Grubhub, and they said, oh, we'll get you a new driver. It'll be 3 minutes. Your pizza will be picked up in 5 minutes, and you're all good. I said, all right, let's try that. 7 o'clock.
No.
No pizza.
No. Now it's hangry time.
I called Grubhub, cancel the order. Cancel the order. Kelly's got to leave. She leaves. And now I'm waiting on your text to say you're in. So I said to Olivia, let's just go to the pizza place, grab a slice, and then we'll go pick up Alfred. We go to the pizza place. There's a pizza box sitting on the oven, which is my pizza. And I said, hey, man, I don't let him know I'm the guy with the pizza box. Right. You know what I mean? So I just go, hey, we'll just get a couple slices. He goes, we don't do slices. We only do them for lunch.
Only for lunch.
Meanwhile, his website, pizza by the slice. I go, so I'm annoyed. The whole thing now I'm annoyed. I go, what do you mean you don't do, who doesn't do pizza by the slice? He goes, yeah, we don't do that. I go, your website? He goes, which website?
Oh, here we go.
I go, what do you mean? He has 2 websites.
You said the Pizza Slice website.
So I go,
By
really?
the slice.
I go, you don't do slice? He goes, no. He goes, you want me to make something? I go, no, I don't want you to make something. So I go, forget it. I go, hey, by the way, is that pizza on the oven there? And he goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, nobody picked it up. I go, yeah, I know, it's mine. And he goes, oh. I go, yeah, but I go, you know what? Forget it, because we don't have time for the whole thing. We get to the car, and the guy comes walking out with the pizza. He goes, hey, man, you want this? So I said, well, yeah, sure. So he's like, hey, sorry about all the thing. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So we take the pizza, still waiting on you to hear. We drive to the apartment, start eating a slice, and that's when you're like, I got my bags. I'm ready. Let's go. Pick me up. I'm hungry. I want a meal.
Airport. It's Tampa Airport.
I want a meal.
I'm starving because I didn't eat my cold meat.
You eat that burrito and you
in
enjoy
first
it.
class.
You eat that in first class burrito and you enjoy it. But anyway, so I had the free pizza.
You had the free pizza, ladies and gentlemen. Boom.
Now earlier in the day, I had to take Olivia. She was in town for a couple of college tours. We were looking at colleges.
I know this. They don't.
Oh, my niece was looking for colleges and came to Tampa, looked at University of Tampa and USF. So after the USF tour, we thought, let's get some coffees and maybe some little donut or something. We go to Dunkin' Donuts. And it's not the best area where we're going, but it's close to the college.
Let me see the hands.
So we pull up to the drive-thru, and I go, hey, he goes, yeah, just pull up to the window. And I go, well, that's irregular. Like, what do you mean? Pull up to the window. I go, I haven't ordered yet. He goes, pull up to the window. I go, all right. I pull up to the window, and there's a kid with like a golf tee through his ear. You know what I mean? It's a nice look, by the way. If you ever...
4!
Yeah. So he's got the headset, but he's just, you can tell. And he's kind of a young guy, but he's got that look of, things have not been easy in life. You know what I mean? He's got some problems. So anyway, he goes, I go, 2 cappuccinos, 1 with almond milk, and a breakfast sandwich, and an old-fashioned donut. And he goes, you got it, boss man. And right away, when people say boss man...
Well, because he saw the Buick Regal. That's why.
Boss man to me means I've done some time.
Yes.
You know, may have just gotten out of the cooler, and now he's got a job, you know?
Probation.
Yeah. And he doesn't know how to work. They threw him on the register with the headset, but he doesn't know how to work it. That's why he just said, go to the window, because he doesn't know how to work the headset.
Oh.
And there's no one really working there. It's him and a manager. You can see her, the woman's doing all the work. So I said, all right, 2 cappuccinos and 2 Bud. He goes, you got it, boss man. Okay. All right. So we'll wait a minute or two. And he hands me they're both a large and a medium. He hands me a cup of coffee that's like a thimble. And he goes, here you go, boss man. I go, what is that?
What do you mean? It's the size of the cup? Or
The
is
cup. It's small, extra small cup of coffee. Literally. Like,
Are you exaggerating?
I'm exaggerating a little, but it's about that big.
Okay, it's a couple inches.
Yeah. You know. Hey now.
So, and then some.
So I go, what is that? And he goes, what'd you order? I go, a large and a medium cappuccino. He goes, oh. I go, is that a medium? He goes, no. All right, boss man. All right. He keeps calling me boss man, boss man. So I'm looking in the window. The manager, the woman, comes over to him and whispers something. He goes, hey, I'm trying my best.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Right, all right.
So
now she's nervous.
And he doesn't know, but the poor guy, you know, there's no training. He doesn't know what to do.
Right, but she's like a prison guard because he just came out of prison, right?
Yeah.
So she represents the man.
Right.
And he wants to push against the man. He doesn't like taking orders from authority.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then he hands us a bag, and that's Olivia's breakfast sandwich. And I guess that was okay. Then he hands me a bag with 2 donuts that are supposed to be old-fashioned, and I open that, and they're both glazed. So I'm like, I'm not going to, this isn't worth anything.
Yeah.
So we do a little back and forth, a little more boss man. Okay, boss man. Sorry, boss man. It's coming up, boss man. You know. And he doesn't know what he's doing. And these cappuccinos are taking a long time, but a lot of boss man. And then when he hands me the 2 cappuccinos, they look good, and says, all right, boss man, you're all set. And I go, I'm all set? He goes, all set, boss man. I go, thank you, and drive away.
And she's like, did you do the transaction?
There was
I'm trying my best. The boss man left. Get his plate number. It's a white Buick Regal.
Everyone knows what I drive now.
Boss man.
Boss man, I got to get that plate.
You gotta get the plate.
Take ass man and put boss man.
Switch it up.
So yesterday I had 2 donuts, a breakfast sandwich, 2 cappuccinos, and a margarita pizza.
Free.
All free.
I had a cold taco with no tortilla. Free.
And a ka-ching sandwich.
And a ka-ching sandwich free. He bought me my ka-ching sandwich. And he bought me a cigar at Davidoff.
Yeah. And you bought...
Am I allowed to say that your niece was smoking a cigar with us and having a beer? Or is Linda going to listen to this?
No, Linda's well aware of what goes
Her
on.
behavior?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You know, she tried I think it was her first time she tried the cigar. She tried a little acid, flavored, vanilla-infused cigar.
Yeah.
Seemed to enjoy it.
Yeah, she seemed to get a kick out of it.
Yeah,
And she was having no problem with the beer either.
No, she was drinking faster than both of us.
We were like, she's like, come on, guys, let's go.
Really, you pussies, let's pick it up the pace. I thought we were drinking. We're like, hey, what the hell? She's like, shots? I go, come on, what are you doing? Relax.
And you just dropped her off at the airport now. And you dropped her
This
off
morning.
really early so that we could do our podcast.
Well, I offered her if she wanted to come, and then she thought, sit in the hotel room and watch these 2 idiots talk.
With 2 old guys.
I think I'll go to the airport.
I think I'll go to the airport.
And
By the way,
it was the right call.
The TPA, the Tampa International Airport, is my favorite airport now. It's so efficient. It's so nice. It's all brand new. They expanded. It has restaurants that are really good.
Yeah.
And my bags came out. I swear, I went to the men's room. I came out, and the belt was going, and my bags came out first. Unbelievable.
Well, when we got the pizza, I assumed, looking at your flight, I go, we've got a half hour. By the time he walks off the plane, gets on the tram, gets his bags, half hour. we're good.
I was in first class, so I was off that plane like
But those bags are fast. Some airports, BWI in Maryland, San Francisco,
LAX.
you just, you're waiting. You're just going to wait on bags. But no, Tampa's great. And what's great about Tampa is the on the air side, all the charging stations, the seats, comfortable chairs with plugs.
Yes.
Where
Very convenient.
You think it'd be that way in airports now, but not all the
A lot
time.
of them are stepping it up, but
Yeah.
still, to have that from the get-go, it's you don't mind hanging out. You don't feel like you're at an airport hanging out. It's just very comfortable. So
Yeah.
kudos to TPA on that regard.
And they are growing and growing, man. That thing.
I know.
It's
It's
huge.
been nearly it's 2.5, 3 years since I've been here,
It's incredible.
and seeing all the lights at night, how much it's expanded,
Yeah.
and hotels popped up everywhere. This place is killing it.
Well, it's Champa
Championship-
Bay.
Tampa Bay. Some hockey and some football,
Yep.
and a couple of championships, and
And the
then,
Rays in the World Series and close every year. They're competitive. So yeah, it's become a big destination. So
we took in a game.
yeah.
We took in a game 3 years ago.
God, was that with
Dr. Joe.
Dr. Joe and his suite? That was 3 years ago.
Almost, right?
Jeez.
Because John Gruden was inducted into the
Oh, the Ring of Honor,
Ring of Honor.
and then he was removed from the Ring of Honor.
Just about 4 months ago, right?
So were we at the game?
3 months
It never
ago?
happened. He's not there.
He's not there. Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild, isn't it, that we were there that particular night?
We were there to see him inducted, and it's like, nope, never happened.
You're out.
Take him out. Take him out.
Wow.
And that was all from that moment we went to the game until now, being back, seeing you.
Yeah.
All that happened.
Yes.
That's incredible.
So that was from an email out of 650,000 emails that the NFL had access to.
Yeah.
They found the one from 2011,
Right.
John Gruden insulting somebody,
Yeah.
saying things that
Yeah.
locker room,
No other coach
talk,
has ever said.
Yeah.
No other coach.
every coach, the person that was behind it to have it revealed has used those words, guaranteed.
Of course. You use those words.
I use those words.
In email to me every day.
Every day.
I find
text.
I find it disgusting, but I allow it.
You laugh.
I do. I chuckle. I do chuckle. I'll be honest. Now today. I'm
Yes.
taking you to the port of Tampa.
Right, which is 10 minutes from your dwelling, and, well, whatever.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
for the sake
roughly.
of, yeah,
Sure.
it's a short drive or Uber ride for him. And how come you're not taking a cruise ship out of your hometown, your home port?
It's a good question.
How easy would that be? $7.50 in an Uber, or you could drive your white Regal and park it for free, I think.
Basically, yeah. I haven't been out on a cruise out of Tampa pre-pandemic 4 or 5 years. It's really been.
They're here every week. There's 2 ships, 3 ships.
I don't know. I don't know what the issues are.
They have you drive across.
Well, I do tend to work the bigger, newer ships, and they're not in Tampa.
But out of the convenience,
You would think.
you
But
should do 4 a year.
But they like me on the bigger, newer ships.
Well, I get it. I get it. No, they have the comedy club set up there, and he's one of their favorites, so I get that. But
No.
and he chooses to drive, so instead of fly, because it takes longer to fly in Florida because you have to usually go to Miami and then Fort Lauderdale or something.
Just avoiding the airport to me
Yes.
is I'll listen to a couple of podcasts and 4-hour drive, knock it out.
Not TPA, the destination airports he's talking about, Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale or Miami. I mean, just, I'd rather just drive.
You're on your own schedule.
Yeah. And then I'll rent a car and I
And
get
they
reimbursed.
reimburse,
So
right,
why
so,
not?
yeah.
And
No miles on that white Buick Regal.
I see the Buick Regal now has replaced girlfriend.
White Buick Regal!
But yeah, you're getting on the Brilliance, is
The
it?
brilliance of the sea. That's a 20-year-old ship, right? It's a little long in the tooth, but it did go into dry dock, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. It's supposed to be all spiffy inside.
Any idea who
shiny
you're
and new.
working with? Or
I have no idea. I'm not one of these guys that
Yeah.
contacts everybody on the ship.
Me either.
And say, hey, who's working? Who's the cruise director? What's going on? Blah blah blah. I just show up and whatever happens happens.
I don't know why they need to know who the cruise director is. By the way, what's the difference?
Gary Delana told me, he messaged me and told me who I was working with.
Yeah,
he's a comedian that's he's like all about it. He looks like 8 months ahead and finds out who's who and starts messaging everybody. And I'm like, hey, guess who you're working with? I'm like, who is this? My agent? No, it's Gary.
Yeah, no, I never check. I like, you'd be surprised. Sometimes you get on and somebody will knock on your door and go, hey, and you go, oh, Jesus. I haven't seen you
like
in
you and I did.
11 years. Yeah, same. Well, I remember I walked into the comedy club on the Allure, and you were there. And I don't know if I saw your name before I walked in or if I was just surprised.
But it wasn't days ahead or a month
No,
ahead.
I had no idea.
And we hadn't worked together since our New York Comedy Club days. Not the New York Comedy Club.
Just comedy clubs
in New York City. Yeah, it was probably stand-up New York on the Upper West Side or somewhere.
It was.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So I hadn't seen him in a long time, many years. Then we work on this cruise ship together, and exactly 1 month later, we're back on the same cruise ship, working together.
And the two dicks
were born. That's right.
That was right after a hurricane. It was a hurricane week.
Hurricane Maria?
I think I came in, I missed a couple days of the cruise, if I remember right. And was there a...
No, that was the Tale of Two Owls.
That was the Tale of Two Owls, which is a little video we made before the Two Dicks on YouTube.
All on YouTube.
Check it out, Tale of Two Owls. That one was about the hurricane.
Yes.
And that was the
And then the next one, the hurricane had already passed. It was a month.
And then we did Two Dicks.
And it 30,000, almost 30,000 views.
On the first, and we were on Funny or Die. We had a lot of views on that, and now we're in a hotel room in
a Hampton Inn
in Tampa.
A Hampton Inn in Tampa. A Hampton Inn in Tampa.
And then I'll be taking Alfred to the ship in my
Buick Regal. Come on down. You want a brand new car?
I think my father had a Buick Regal back in the day when I was a kid.
My neighbers did.
Yeah.
It was pretty popular.
I think we had but I mean, it was a boat.
It was a boat. It wasn't that
boat.
attractive. Yours is.
Right. No, those were old ones. They were, They really, a lot of these cars, they should change the name.
Yes.
Like I had a Ford Taurus, but I had the SHO.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was an 8-cylinder, and that thing was a
muscle
rocket. Yeah. But the name Taurus.
Yeah.
If someone goes, "Hey, what do you got?" You go, "Hey, I got a Ford Taurus." They're like, "Wow, really?" And you go, "Oh, no, a SHO."
It's got a Ferrari engine.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, I got a Dodge Dart, but it's pretty cool.
I had a Ford Torino.
Oh.
I had a Toyota Corolla. I had an MGB, the little British Leyland.
Right.
Yeah, I had one of those. Horrible vehicle. Looked nice. Cute.
It was cute.
It was cute. Convertible, but it had dual carburetors, and you're like, wow, new carbs, and it's like, it was 4-speed, but the wiring in it was. I was sitting at a red light one time. All of a sudden, smoke started coming out of the vents. I'm like, what the heck's going on? All of a sudden, flames. Flames. So I pulled my T-shirt off, and I'm whacking. I get out of the car, and I'm whacking my dashboard.
What are you whacking?
I'm whacking
the dashboard?
The dashboard.
I thought you took your T-shirt off and started whacking it. There's flames, and I was like, I'm going to die anyway. I'll take my T-shirt off and start whacking it. What the fuck? Go out in a blaze of glory.
Why not? Say, hell, I'm already 90% burns all over my body. Let's get this over. Maybe I can put it out with my semen. It's all backed up.
What? This got blue fast. No, I'm kidding. The SHO had wiring problems, too.
Yeah.
And I was driving it. I had just moved to Tampa. And I'm driving, it's a 100-degree day, 100% humidity, at a red light, and the AC, everything just went out. And I'm in a coffin because the power is gone. Can't open the windows. There's no air. It's 100 degrees outside. So I'm sitting at a red light with the door open, my head out there trying to get air. But now the light's green. Motor's still going. So I have to close the door and continue to drive while in the car it's just heating and heating. and I'm just driving this kind of.
Are you trying to pull over in the emergency
Well,
lane?
I'm on like a 3-lane highway.
So you're trying to get there,
yeah.
right?
And I pull over eventually, and I get out of the thing, and I'm dripping, but it will run, but all the air and the electrical system is gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, same thing. They must have the same manufacturer as my MGB.
Yeah.
Bad English wiring. Bad, bad, bad.
Oh, I thought you were going to do MGB. That was going to be an anagram for bad English wiring. That would have been amazing if you know what I mean. So that would have been bad BEW. You know what I'm saying? I thought you were going to go BMG, and then that was going to come out as bad.
Oh, you mean like the acronyms they do? Like Fiat means fix it again, Tony.
Right.
What are the other ones?
Ford found on road dead. You know, those things. There's a bunch of them. Mitchell Walters used to have.
Yeah,
that
he
was
used to have. He had the list.
late great Mitchell Walters. Had area code. He knew every area code in the country. So anyone would go, "Where are you from?" And then he would name their area code.
402.
Yep. And then
They go, oh, he's amazing.
I don't know how it has to do with comedy, but he made a living at it. And
He worked it into his whole persona.
There's a lot
you
of
know?
comedy of it. It
It
was just
was a big fella.
well, he
but
was
funny.
he was a numbers guy.
Yeah.
He was a crazy horse gambler, and he had a system with numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And but he did have T-shirts he sold with those car, you know,
Right.
Fiat and Ford and any car you yelled out, he knew.
If you remember any of these,
An anagram.
or if you can look it up on Google, put them in the comments below because I can't wrap my head around. Besides, fix it again, Tony. I can't.
And
Can't
Ford. Oh, what about a IROC? The old IROC. Remember that?
Yeah.
Italian retard out cruising.
If you're under 40, you're not going to get that.
If you're under 40, you're not even
Maybe,
listening
no,
to
35.
This.
I'll say 35.
35. Well, yeah. We have. I'd like to see a thing of listeners. What the ages go. You know what I mean? Where do we go? How many? How young? How old? Where's our wheelhouse? You know.
Now, about 4 years ago, I remember I was on a cruise ship and there was we were in the dining room and there was like 10 of us around a big round table. And we had a 19-year-old person all the way to like a 7-year-old guy. And we figured out where it dropped off. And it was, at the time, it was like 33. I think it was 33, 34. The references just dropped off where people knew what you were talking about. So add 4 more years. So that's 39, maybe 38, 39 years old.
Right.
For our age, where people's reference point just no idea.
Which, I mean, you just think, though, if you're well-rounded, you should know, not everything, but, you know, with the internet now, you should know what's happening. It's kind of like, you know, when people go, it's before my time. You go, well, still, you could know music from the 70s or 80s and a movie from the 80s.
Or your parents, yeah. My
know.
parents used to listen to that.
Yeah. But, you know. Anyway.
What else do we got going on?
Let's see. Look, I got a couple notes. Now my notes say boss man.
Boss man, you got that one.
Oh, so I was over, well, I should set this up with New Year's Eve day. New Year's Eve, or the day before New Year's Eve, whatever that. So the 30th.
You're going to do a Carrie McNally gig.
I was going to do a Carrie McNally gig. Yeah, ended up being canceled. Uncle COVID.
In Florida.
In Florida.
That's an oxymoron to have something canceled.
I think the
Florida.
staff of it was a small theater, and the staff was all positive.
Yeah.
So shut it down. So that day of the 30th of December, my girlfriend, who drives a.
I was
gonna,
what does she drive?
You were going to do. No, she drives a. Well, I don't want to tell what people.
I thought you.
She drives.
I thought you had already told me. And I didn't retain. Let's try this again.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
Girlfriend.
Who drives a.
I don't know the joke.
You were going to go Buick Regal. Just for fun.
Let's take it from the top.
All right. This will all be edited out. Al will take care of all this in post. And so, yeah, on the 30th of December, my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend.
Who drives a.
Buick Regal.
All that,
That was awful.
to get there. That was awful.
awful.
That's horrendous. You know, sometimes you get the gems and sometimes you don't.
Yeah. She has a condo and keeps it, very clean condo.
Oh, I heard about this.
And it was cold, but usually she has like a sunroom in the sliding glass door. She keeps it open, and get some air and things. And so it was a little cold that day, and she had closed the sliding glass door. Mm-hmm. And then her laundry is, her washer dryer is in that room. And so she went to go to it, and boom! Face planted right into the sliding glass door.
Ouch.
Was wearing glasses.
Oh, no.
So cut on the nose.
Oh, really?
Probably broken. Probably. But not like where you get the real black eyes.
Right.
But definitely got the green kind of coloring under.
Right.
The whole thing. And it sent me a text that morning, but she was so in shock from it. And it was just like, oh my God, like what the hell?
Her new boyfriend's abusive.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Well, she came to my
People
New
at
Year's
work.
gig.
Is everything okay between you and Al?
Well, luckily she works at home, but
all right, okay.
my New Year's gig, I was prepared to, I had to slap her around a little bit. You know what I mean? Keep them in line. But
finished the laundry.
yeah, Jesus Christ. So anyway, that happened, and I'm like, I'm sympathetic, but it's like in your mind you're going, well, how'd you walk into a glass door? You know what I mean? Like that seems. It could happen, but wow,
She's been living there for a bit, right?
Right. So I'm over there a couple days ago, and we're talking, and I bought a little, she got me a little humidor for her condo. So there's some cigars in it, so when I'm over
Very
there,
nice.
can have a cigar, and
See?
yeah.
That was really nice.
That was very nice.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, that Buick Regal is working in your favor, pal.
So we're talking, and then I thought, let me look at the humidor, check the humidity, and it's in the sunroom. And it's a nice day, and I go to walk toward it, and thank God my foot touched the glass, and then a second later,
boom,
my face and my schnoz hit the glass, but that foot hitting the bottom
saved you from
me
going
because
through.
that hit the bottom, and then a message went to my brain going, glass, but it still hit, but I pulled back and
right,
boom. So she's on the computer working, so she hears me go, oh, and she thought I was fucking around, like making fun of what happened to her.
Sure.
Like I hit the glass, went, oh.
That's not funny. I really got hurt.
Right. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there, even that littlest tap, my eyes are watering.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm like, no, Jesus. Yeah. So,
wow.
Nothing, didn't break or anything, but it was, I don't know if you can still see it now, it was a couple days ago.
It is a little red there now that you're
bridge
pointing
was
it out.
red.
Yeah. So, she's a bit of a tidy cleaning freak, right?
No.
Because she didn't leave the smudge of her face.
No, it's clean. Her place is clean.
That's what I'm saying.
The glass, literally, you would be like this. You cannot tell. So yeah, she should have stickers and
or something
butterflies,
on there, or at least leave your skin grease on there.
Well, I think she did just out of love.
Yeah, like
left
a smear.
A smear of me, like the mask of Turin. Or was that Jesus' face?
Yes. In the shroud.
As I was saying, the shroud of Turin. I was trying to think of it as I'm doing it, my brain's going, you have no idea what that is. The mask of the shroud of Turin. Was
yes, that's
Jesus'
what it was.
face.
Yes. So, well, good. You left your mark.
I did.
Yep, that's good.
All over, everywhere, on the comforter. I don't know.
So I heard the cleaning crew was $500.
I shouldn't have gone there.
Stalactites, stalagmites. Which one of the ones that drip from the top?
It's the ones here in the Hampton Inn, right here on this bed.
Wow.
I guarantee it.
If I put my black, I carry a black light with me.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm a racist.
Good night.
Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The Two Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
What?
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, sure.
All right. Subscribe. Mary.
Go to Patreon.com. patreon.com/forward2dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money.
Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.